Welcome back to the channel, and for today's video we're going to be going through the top stocks to watch out for this week, and currently ticker symbol DTOC is top of the list. So let's jump into this one. Right off the bat, we're already getting more motion as it just got unhalted. This is one that has been back and forth all day, halting multiple times throughout the day. This is a very, very sketchy one too. I don't want to jump into this, especially with what we're looking at with trading volume, no more than 40,000 in trading volume and getting halted as it is, and the stock is moving up 150% right now in the day. And just about 2 hours ago, not even, the stock was at $12 and it jumped up to $34. So it's a very, very strong mover. I get it, but it's a very, very risky play. Seems to be getting halted. Seems to be a very risky pick, in my opinion. I'm going to stay away from this one personally right now until it kind of figures itself out a little more. But this is a good one that I was just looking around. There's no news on it right now. There's no specific news, but it looks like some sort of like how do I explain those types of stocks? It's digital transformation opportunity is what it's called. But when I pull up over here, if I can find this other tab, any news information on it, nothing's came out since the 21st of August. It looks like this company deposited into a trust account some money. Looks like they're waiting a period of time by which the company must complete its initial business combination with this other company network. So this is obviously, look at it, it's popping again, but it's just choppy. Like, look at this, is not a smooth, like, you got to be careful getting into something like this. But honestly, we may be witnessing another huge breakout right here as we speak. But this is a good one to watch out for, don't get me wrong. And if you like these types of stocks, go right at it. Up 176% of the day now. So definitely keep watching it. We'll loop back around to see what happens to this one. But yeah, ticker symbol DTOC. With lows down here on $10 and highs at 34, there's really no technical analysis I can draw out with this one. I just think it's too choppy. But I wanted to note this one because it's the top mover of the day, and it's something to watch out for. This next one on the list, I believe, is a penny stock. It is, and it's pulling back quite hard right now. So what are we looking at here with this one? A nice, solid runner on the day if you like these types of stocks. So if I take this lowest candle bar right here and I kind of draw this line, we can kind of see we got a nice stair-stepping pattern. I do like how this formation is here. I'm going to just draw that real there. Nice up and down type of stairway pattern, hitting its support, bouncing off the resistance. So honestly, we could see this pull back here to this 42 cents area. Watch for a potential bounce. I'd like to see a bounce right here on this line, and then boom, it can go back up and break out above 47 potentially. But watching this one, let's pull back and see what we've been dealing with. Not too much. A couple breakouts in the past couple weeks. It has been getting some more momentum. Today, let's check out as to why this is bouncing. Here, if there's any good news on it. Oh, it's a healthcare stock. Okay. Obviously T2 Biosystems. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Looks like rose over 44% in pre-market. Said it's issued inductment awards to 4 new employees. Okay. That can't be the only reason. Oh, received FDA 510K decision of substantially equivalent for its T2. I'm not too good on understanding what any of this really means. Obviously, you got to do some research into these types of stock, but it's a penny stock, so just be careful on that. But if you're big into trading penny stocks, this is a nice mover. This is a nice setup you got going here. I'm not going to lie. So watch out for this one for sure. Honestly, like I said, throughout the day today, just see what happens. But if, tomorrow you're watching this video or the following day, watch to see what happens. If we could pull back a little bit, but this could just keep running. What are we looking like for previous highs here? If we pull out a little bit more. Okay, so we've seen it run like this to this 45, 46 cent area. We've also seen it hit up to 70 cents. So this one is something that I want to watch for. Now I'm a little more interested. And then we got a nice little support area down here around 24, 25 cents where it's bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. in different time periods throughout the last 2 months. This is a nice little area it's been trading into. If it breaks out above 45 cents, I think we go higher into the 50s and 60s with another potential breakout. So this is a good penny stock to trade if you're into these types of like cheaper penny stocks, basically. You don't see many of these nowadays. Here's an interesting one. Let's pull this up and see what we got on the day here. A huge runner this morning during pre-market. I'll pull it over here a little bit more so you can see. A nice runner, actually. Hit 850 on the high today before pulling back down. Let's throw on the 5-day, 5-minute chart just to kind of see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, I mean, I do like this one as a runner-up in the morning. Let me pull up here. AVGR. Initiates full commercial launch of Tiger Eye ST image guided CTO crossing device. Interesting. Okay, so AVGR, a new device was announced, and because of that, the stock obviously jumped from $4 on Friday. This morning ran up pretty decent pre-market, and that's why a lot of people like to trade in the pre-market, and it's not a bad idea either. So AVGR, let's watch this one for tomorrow. We draw a line here at 850, and then we draw, we really don't have anything on the day here, at least on, I probably should have the price leveler when I'm doing this, at least on the 5-day, 5-minute, yeah, there's really, I mean, I can throw this down here. That's just something to kind of see visually. So if we do pull back down after hours tonight and then tomorrow. So tomorrow, let's watch a break over 850. And then I like the odds that it continues to move higher. If we can break over 850, this seems to be a nice runner in the morning. I mean, to jump from 460. And we're talking these are 5-minute candles. On the 1 minute, you could be getting some nice trades during the pre-market with this one. Yeah, we had a lot of nice volume, nice candlesticks running up. Literally just trading on the blue SMA line, and you can make some solid trades here. First green candle opening above the blue SMA line, trade that off of the first red candle that drops below the blue SMA line right here, and you're talking, if you just follow that rule, 570 up to about 670, that's $1 in profit within 10-15 minutes. $1 on profit on how many shares you're looking to trade. That's a good trade right there. And it's an easy trade. You didn't have to do anything besides wait for the first red candle that drops below this blue SMA line. So, honestly, yeah, AVGR, let's watch out for this one. Let's see what happens with it. This could be a solid one for tomorrow to look into. As we're pulling back here, losing that momentum in the afternoon is pretty common, so I'm not too worried about that. But I do like the odds that this one moves higher if we can see it tomorrow above 850. This is an interesting one on the list. CFFE, is that correct? What is up with this one? Yeah, I don't like this one as much. It's an acquisition. Yeah, I don't like this one as much. We're gonna skip this one. MIRA. Let's check this one out. Oh, we had an interesting morning with this one. Looks like it halted multiple times here. I'm going to throw the 5-day, 5-minute. This one isn't crazy. Actually, it did have some pretty crazy volume in the mid-morning when we were getting halted here. 250. This jumped to over 500,000 in volume on the 5-minute candle. But nevertheless, this was a good runner in the morning. Halted a few times, but the afternoon kind of died off. Then what you got to do is you got to look past or back and check out what happened in the past 180 days. And this thing doesn't exist past 180 days. It doesn't even exist before 2 weeks ago. Oh, I see here. Okay, so we have some sort of action up here. This morning we tapped this 650 area, so I'm going to actually assume that this is going to be a good area just to watch for, because honestly there's been a lot of action here in the past where it's, look at these candlesticks holding below, technically, that 650, and then just drops, tries to bounce back above, couldn't, and then tries to bounce back above today, and couldn't. So 650, if we can get above 650 tomorrow on MIRA, I think he got some momentum, and it potentially a good trade off of this one. Not too shabby out there, actually. CABA, I like this look of this one for sure. Just look at how it's been trading the past several weeks. This is more of a swing trade, if anything. Let's pull out a little bit more and see what we're dealing with. This is a nice looking stock here. Cabaletta Bio. Interesting moves. Wow, this thing's solid. This one's actually a good one. Like I said, the swing trade in the longer term outlook, but also in the short term, this is a clean play here, boys. This is clean. This is a really nice setup. This is a good run on the day. This is something that you can trade and feel pretty confident with without any big drops, any big momentum changes. You jump on this thing in the morning, you ride it up. When it loses and crosses over the RSI right here, back down below that 70 on the RSI, you get out of the trade with the first red candle as well. I mean, that's clear confirmation and validation techniques right there. Confirming here the red or the first green candle above the blue SMA line and above the 70. First red candle below the blue SMA line and below the RSI 70. Get in and out right there. You got $16 up to $17.60. Then enter in another trade right here if you'd like. Ride it up. I mean, it's not a huge mover. I mean, that took, like I said, an hour and a half roughly. But you throw the trade in. You keep pushing your stop loss. So if you start here with a trade at around $16, you put a stop loss here. This would be the easy stop loss spot. I would say $15.50. It's a 50-cent loss. I would throw in a good chunk of money actually if I saw the first 2-3 candles do this and then pull back on a red candle. That was moving higher. So 50 cents right here, give myself a 50-cent stop loss, move the stop loss higher throughout the morning, keep checking on it. I don't have to sit here and stare at it, but keep checking on it. If it does move above, 17 probably, I would move from 50 cents back to 16. So right now I would be breaking even. And then if it moved past 17 up to closer to 17.50, 18, move it up probably to about 16.50, just so at least I'm taking a win no matter what. And then it pulled back and broke below the blue SMA line. And you know what? I didn't want to wait 11 o'clock. Volume dies down anyway. Let's get out of it. And that would have been a good trade right there. This is going to be definitely one that I want to watch for tomorrow. CABA is the ticker symbol. But what area for tomorrow is the question. Right now, in the past 180 days, we haven't seen this thing hit 1930. So 1934, this area right here is what I'm watching. Oops, I switched the other thing. That's okay. But this area right here, 1934, I'm going to create an alert at 1934, and I'm going to be doing at the mark of that price at or above 1934. And yeah, so then it'll create an alert for me. And actually, I'm going to throw one more probably at 19. What do we have? Oh, we're at 1890. I'll probably do like 1911 or 1910 to make it even. So when we hit 1910 tomorrow morning, I'll get an alert. I'll check it, see what's going on with it, and then if we're seeing strong volume, I'll jump into it at probably that 34, a little bit before 34 for a breakout, and then see what happens with it. I do like this one though, CABA. Let's keep watching that one. What else do we got on the list? Let's go back to DTOC and see what's going on with this. Oh my. We're breaking through. Like I said, that was the breakout. I called it back here. Not that I was in it or anything. And I guess anybody could have really called it. But wow, boys. DTOC. These are scary candles, though. This is the 1 minute chart I'm looking at. Even the 5 minute chart doesn't have... Oh. Let's watch this live, actually. This is going to be a sick video. If you guys are still watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. I do appreciate you guys watching through. This is a little bit longer than most of my videos, but I think I'm going to start doing this as like a series in the channel. Just kind of, you know what, talking with you guys about the top stocks I'm watching so you guys are on the same page with me. I know I make TikToks and I know I make quick YouTube videos, but this is kind of just going more in depth, and so you guys are listening to kind of how I am thinking about these types of picks and what I'm looking for. This thing's up 227. 242% of the day. You just double tapped at 39.60. You're gonna have a lot of pullbacks here, or a lot of sellers pulling back. This is just scary to be in, though. The level 2s over here on my screen are just choppy. like your ask and your bid prices are all over the place. Like normally your ask and your bid are fairly close with each other. This is just, the spread is crazy. Well, we just saw it double tap 39.60, so we'll throw that on there. And actually, I'll set an alert, because why not? Because now I'm invested in this, or not technically invested, but I'm invested in the meaning of I'm interested to see what happens with this one. Because it really did just pop off of nothing here to $12.90 and jumped up to $39 in one day. I mean, we're looking at an AMC type of play right now. When AMC was first taken off, back when it was $20 and jumped like $50 in one day. That was absolutely insane. Yeah, DTOC. I mean, let's watch to see what happens with it, but I like the odds that this one does move higher. It's just choppy for me. Big red candle pulling down. Check out this thing. What is this? ELWS. This came out as one of the bigger losers in the day, down 38%. That's good. Speaking of big losers in the day, Tesla is down quite a bit right now. Not to scare any long-term holders, but and not to change the subject, but we're down 3 1/4, a little over 3 1/4 actually now. Yeah. Jumped from 270, just dropped this morning, pulled the NASDAQ down with it. But see how these prices, like, obviously we're talking, there's more volume. But it's a smoother buy-in, buy-out, you're going to get filled type of thing because there's more buyers, there's more volume. With DTOC, there's not enough. Wow, it dropped to 28. DTOC, there's just not enough volume and not enough, like I was talking about before, the bid and the ask is just all over the place. So there's really no, it's scary to get in and out of that smoothly. It's going to be a choppy, it's going to be messy. Just getting in and out of a stock or a trade like that. But Tesla, yeah, down pretty good on the day. Computer's a little laggy right now with everything open, but yeah. So Tesla, I mean, we've looked at this before, back down to 260. And then if we can't hold 260, we're going back down to at least the 240s area. We'll see if we can test this red SMA line here, but honestly, we've had big pullbacks that follow with a big bounce, so I'm not too worried. We've actually had a nice pattern going here on Tesla. So let's see if we can kind of cross at 260. Maybe it'll pull back tomorrow morning around 260 area and then bounce off of that. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, besides that, it's an interesting Monday. There's not too much going on besides this guy who's now pulling back a little bit, and I really didn't want to take a trade on this. But yeah, if you guys have any stocks, let me know in the comment section what stocks you guys are watching. I have alerts on these. You saw what alerts I put on. You saw for what price and everything. So definitely check them out yourselves and put alerts on them so you guys can potentially trade them tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, drop a like. It would mean a lot to me. Also subscribe because you don't want to miss out on any of these videos. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.